Hi, and welcome to Love Mrs. G Homemaker. If you're new here, my name's Jen, and I make homemaking videos. Today, we're going to be cooking Sunday dinner, and we're going to get back to decluttering this kitchen. Because guess what? After I decluttered a little bit, I realized that you couldn't even really tell what I had done. So let's really declutter this time. And while we're at it, we're going to get this kitchen cleaned up and functional. I'm going to make it my happy space. Today was a busy day. Even though I had video to film, we had company, we had Sunday dinner, which I'm preparing here. As you can see, I'm getting a spiral cut ham into the oven, and I had lots of things to do. I was going to write a to-do list, but I decided that on this day, I wouldn't start today because I already knew what I needed to get done. So I winged it, as per usual. Because of all the company that we had in and out of the house, I did cut most of the sound off this video because there was a lot of background talking and TV and so forth. So I didn't want all that caught up in my video. Oh, and look here. There was oven cleaner in the oven when I turned it on to start dinner. I forgot that I sprayed my oven down last night so that I'd have a head start on things. But it all wiped up pretty easily, and most of everything that had spilt in the oven came up, so I'm happy. But I still forgot to lay tinfoil down in the oven before I started it back up with a ham in it. Luckily, nothing spilled this time, so tomorrow I should just be able to lay some foil in the bottom of the oven to catch all the spills and drips so I don't have to do a big cleaning like this again. If you notice during the cleaning, I grabbed one of my long wooden utensils so that I can reach into the back of the oven better, and it actually worked really well. I mostly only sprayed the bottom of the oven, so there wasn't a ton to clean, and I sprayed the door too. That's why there were paper towels sticking out of the bottom of the stove. It's a good thing I did it too, because some had dripped down onto the paper towel. I'm just going to throw this ham in while the oven's heating up. There's no need to wait for it to preheat. And in a few hours, we are going to have a delicious ham, some mashed potatoes, and broccoli. So on to today's subject of clutter. What is the most cluttered room in your home? For me, it's the kitchen, with my bedroom running a close second because it's where everything seems to get dropped. Where is that space for you that's cluttered, or have you cleared it all out? My office is also one of those highly cluttered areas, although I did, in my defense, just move my things back in this area of the house, and it's taking me a while to figure out where things need to go, and it's another room that really does need decluttering, or to shift some stuff around and figure out what I'm going to do with everything. Now I'm going to just jump in and start pulling things out. Things that are barely used. And then I'll tell you that I have a space upstairs for these things, and we're going to see how often they really get used. I'll tell you more of my plan here in just a little bit. I don't know how many trips I made up and down these creaky old stairs of mine, but I am going to tell you I was exhausted. So I know what some of you will say. Okay, you're decluttering, but you moved the stuff upstairs, so the clutter's still there. This is true, but I am a woman with a plan that is going to stand behind me. My plan is if the stuff doesn't get touched within the next 6 months, whatever didn't get touched can be donated, given away, sold, whatever. But if it does get touched, once, twice, occasionally, whatever, it can live up in that closet because it's not in the way. It was put up there very neatly with a plan. So, in fact, I did declutter my kitchen, even though I just moved the things out of the space that I actively use. The closet, nothing is going to be in my way. And that way I can see if I'm really, really using it or if it's just something I'm holding on to because I bought it and don't think I want to let it go. But if I don't use it in 6 months, I most definitely think that I can let it go because I don't want to become a hoarder. So with everything out of my way, I'm able to move some stuff around and wash some surfaces down, and boy, let me tell you something. With those things out of the way, it's 1,000 times easier. There's no 20 zillion things to remove and put back and move all around. I have to say I'm so happy because I'm looking at this space now. Even from where I am right here, right now, there's space for my Google. I'm going to put my cutting board there eventually. So my knives and cutting board have a place to live together. And there's actually space to work. But seeing my stuff have a place to shine and show that I bought to enjoy and that are functional, it really makes me feel accomplished because that was originally what those things were. I know that a lot of us have an issue that we're not sure if we're ready to get rid of something or not. And I think this is the compromise that some people really can use as long as they don't abuse it. You may not have a closet shelf to put it on. You may not have a garage to put things in. And even if you do, you don't want to start cluttering up that space either. So if you're going to use this idea, you have to be well aware that you're not going to abuse the idea. Don't keep adding to it just because, oh, I got a little bit of extra space, because you're going to be twice as bad off as you were to begin with. But if you can responsibly put it away and commit to not adding more things to your space, or commit that if you do add something, you get rid of something else, I think it can work. So what do you think? Do you think that it could work? Or do you think that I'm setting myself up for a bigger failure? I will tell you one change that I've made very recently, and I don't know if anybody else has this issue or not, but anytime I've ever gone into Walmart, I have this insatiable need to buy something for me. I don't care what it is. I would search the store until I found something that I wanted and did not leave that store until I had that something. And it's been that way for years. And I realized that you really don't have to walk into a store and walk out with something for yourself, because that thing has to take real estate up in your house. It's got to have space. And after a while, when you keep adding and adding and adding, you're no longer enjoying those things. I have things that I enjoy immensely that bring me joy and happiness. And I have other things that I look at them and I'm like, what on earth was I thinking? Like, why did I even bring this home? And I realized that it's really almost like a shopping addiction. It is. It's a shopping addiction that I would have to leave the store with something or I did not feel whole or happy. I felt let down, like the whole trip was just worthless. But the last 2 times that I've left Walmart, I left with nothing for myself except the things that we planned on buying. And as I was walking around the store, I was still in that mode of looking for what next. And I realized that there was nothing in the store that I really even wanted. Like, the stuff is just too much. It's piling up and it feels overwhelming. Like, there's more to clean, there's more to put away, there's more to figure out. Someone on here said, things don't bring you happiness. And while some of my things do make me feel happy, some of them really do not. Having to pick them up and move them around and dust them off, it's not enjoyable. It's not even worth having them at that point because it's nothing but work. So the last 2 times I've gone to Walmart, I went in to get what I needed to get and I left. And I did not feel that overwhelming sense of, what's the best word? I almost would say it's like grief. I didn't feel that these last 2 times because I'm really just getting tired of living in a smaller space and overfilling it, and it looks overfilled. I mean, it may even, once I'm done today, to some people look still cluttered, but to me, it is livable and comfortable and makes me happy. And I think that's what really it comes down to, is how it makes you feel. If your stuff is making you feel unhappy, then it's really time to make a change. What room in your home needs decluttering? Or have you already done it and you have some great tips? Because I'd like to hear about them. I think the next room that I'm going to actually tackle is my bathroom. I have a lot of things in there that either should live in my room or they should simply go. And things like, I have so many heating hairstyling tools, which if you look at me, how often do I look like I use any hairstyling tools? My hair is generally pulled up because it drives me crazy. I'm constantly hot, so there's literally no point in doing too much with my hair. My husband's been begging me to get it cut, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. I might color it soon, but I'm not cutting it. But yeah, my bathroom needs to be decluttered. In fact, some of the shelf that I moved into my closet actually came from my bathroom. So I'm going to have to declutter the bathroom to make room for what needs to live in there. Oh, do we see a trend happening here? So tell me if you need to declutter a certain room, what things you have problems decluttering, or give me those tips that you have. That it's going to make life easier for not just me, but our community.
Walk with me.
Are you like me, that you tell yourself that something is going to be so much harder, and once you get it started, it's really nowhere near as hard as you told yourself it was going to be? Oh my gosh, I have been avoiding the shelf for so long, even when it was practically empty. And I'm going to tell you, getting this done today felt like such an accomplishment. What did you do today that was your accomplishment? Share it with me, because I would love to clap for you, and I hope you're clapping for me too.
Let's leave the past behind. Walk with me. There's something else we need to find. Say you'll go, don't make me wait. There's no need to hesitate. Let's make footprints in the sand. Let's make miracles. Come hold my hand. Let's find something new, me and you.
I finally got my sewing machine out the other day. If you notice the shirt that I'm wearing, it actually was a jumper that I got from Temu. I don't know what I was thinking buying a jumper. Not only did I buy this one, I bought a dark purple one. And when I put the dark purple one on, I looked like an Oompa Loompa. I don't know what I was thinking. So I cut the leg portion of it off and hemmed it up. And I did the same with the purple, except I put a lettuce stitch along the bottom of the purple one that I had made into a shirt. And I still have the fabric for the legs. I was thinking of making like matching headbands or something like that. I have a couple of sewing machines. One's an older Kenmore that I've had for years and years. I'm putting it away so that someday soon I can teach Bella and maybe some of my daughter-in-laws to sew if they're interested too. My daughter-in-law's was over here the other day and she saw one of my hand towels that I had made and asked where I'd gotten it. I said, oh, I made that one. And she said, oh, I want some. And so I think I'm going to get a little bit back into sewing and sew some hand towels for people's kitchens, because you can literally, well, you can have enough, but I mean, it's always good to have new fresh towels, and these are nice. They're absorbent and they're good to put over bread if you're baking and so forth. So I think I'll just make everybody some new hand towels and make myself a couple new ones too, and maybe donate some of my older ones to somebody else. And did you catch the science experiment that I had going on in the sink? It's too bad Bella wasn't down here. She'd have gotten a kick out of all the bubbles.
Everyone needs a shoulder to cry on. Everyone needs a helping hand. Everyone needs someone to rely on. Yes, everyone needs a friend. So let's come together, celebrate each other, stand united as one. We lift our hands up and pray, lay all our love before Him with all of our faith. He is the change within us, there is a light, let Him lead the way. Lift our hands up and pray today. Oh, pray. Everyone needs somebody to lean on. Everyone needs someone who cares. If we come together as one, help each other get stronger, we are bound in the name of the Lord. So let's come together, celebrate each other, stand united as one.
I'm hitting all these little chores today that I keep putting off, telling myself that it's too much trouble, and getting them done. And I'll tell you, it makes a huge difference. Cleaning down your baseboards, washing your walls.
You organize them.
In all honesty, I was really expecting behind this island to be far worse than what it was. It just needed a quick wall wash down and for the baseboards to be wiped. And tomorrow, yes, tomorrow, I'm going to wash the floors.
Why'd you buy coconut milk?
To make smoothies at some point. Here we are again, the washer and dryer all cluttered up, but I'm gonna quickly take care of that. If only I could do it at this speed. But in my defense, some of this is stuff that I've put here because it needs to go upstairs. Dinner's almost done.
Ew! Smells so bad. Look at that one.
What do you prefer to put in your mashed potatoes? I just prefer classic ingredients like salt, pepper, garlic powder, butter, and milk or half and half. And sometimes a pinch of baking soda to make them a little bit lighter and fluffier.
What's the point of that?
Because he doesn't like that part.
So why did you switch plates?
Huh?
Why did you switch plates? Wait, he only likes the stems?
Yeah. Mustard out for me, Bill.
Which one?
Hmm?
Which one? The yellow mustard? Or
Just regular mustard. Go give it to Papa after you shake it.
it's big turkey.
It's been a long day, and here we are at after dinner cleanup. Or, as a subscriber so eloquently said, I'm putting my kitchen to bed. Oh, I love how that sounds. Thank you so much for being here with me today and sharing a part of your day with me. I hope in this video you found inspiration. Remember, every little bit that you do counts, and happy cleaning. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.